health potions, and if you get a blue buff early enough in the rotation, you don't need many potions either.
Yeah, that's on paper. He doesn't need health potions.
Sure.
But he's the target of invades galore.
Oh, yeah.
Fiddlestick's always getting invaded. And if you get chunked down, you get invaded, it's always nice to have a backup plan and rely on those potions. Because he is so competent, and NK is starting with double wards, going pink ward and green ward, he's really going to have to make sure to make use of the wards and avoid any sort of jungle invade. Because, ooh, my god, Pantheon would just obliterate him in the jungle. If he's even level 2, Pantheon is just going to stomp all over Fiddlestick. So NK going with the avoid strategy. He will try and run away to live another day.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting.
You know, I got to point out that early ward, though, because at this point, you could just stand there. And what happens if, you know, you drop that ward super early before minions even spawn, and they went for a little late invade? Then your pink ward's gone.
It's true.
That would be huge.
And on Valentine's Day, pink is like the festive color.
It's not Valentine's Day, Dorcas.
It's close. If you round to the nearest week.
It's close.
It's Valentine's week. Can we just extend that?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Save that one. Good job.
Yep. Valentine's week still in effect.
You know, the big thing is, you know, both of these junglers are actually getting support for once. The duo lanes have actually decided to help them both out.
Aw, how nice of them. Their junglers actually got a leash. Okay. Well, into the lane we go. See how it pans out. Both these junglers are going to be in pretty happy spots. Ziploc already level 2, finishing his camp out. Nothing too special. Mid laners, I want to see where this goes. So I remember seeing LeBlanc versus Akali, which is a different matchup. But it was one that Pavelter did incredibly well against Voyboy in.
Do you remember seeing utility LeBlanc going with the biscuits, though?
That's a little...
I really wish I could click on his stats right now to see how deep he is. Because it's not that deep to get biscuits.
Yeah, you can get it at 9 points. We have to give up neutral buff duration.
Which is huge for LeBlanc.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds on your blue buffs, basically, which is pretty valuable, especially if you're going to get a lot. Now, maybe Ziploc takes the second blue for the CDR. Maybe Zamfira just wants, you know, says, you know, screw it, whatever. I like biscuits because it's 20 extra health per potion, and if he expects to buy multiple against an aggressive jungler, then it's some extra health and he'll survive the lane longer. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, I guess that the mana might be comparable.
It's 10 mana.
Between how many potions you chug over the course of a game and the duration of your blue buff. But, God, the CDR for LeBlanc is huge. Alright, never mind, though. We'll talk about that later, because the old early Pantheon gank, wow, this should be extremely effective here. They'll probably get a summoner spell at least.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets the double dash. He does have the first one Q's. There's dash 1, there's dash 2, stunned.
Now,
nicely done, Jezzy.
Now, Ziploc here. Whenever you go gank a Renekton, you don't want to position yourself right behind him.
That's true.
Because of that mechanic there of the slice and dice. You always want to come from the side, so that he has to use his first dash to come sideways. And even if he does get a second one, he'll only get, you know, the dice part away from you. So it's kind of contrary to all normal ganks, where usually you just want to get as far behind him as you can.
Yeah.
Renekton, he's a slippery little gator. Much better to come from the side.
You just said, see you later, alligator. And he was gone. Impactful and Support Daddy. Support Daddy, formerly Evaniscus. He's officially Support Daddy now, by the way, for those who remember him from Velocity last season. And Ink, of course, a former teammate of his from Velocity. These guys pushing the bottom lane pretty well. 7 minion lead in the bottom. Golden Blue takes some harass. Nice little play there by Zamfira, but he's not getting huge headway there.
Yeah. I like the combo, though. Anytime you get to see the LeBlancs immediately do the whole combo there, it gives me confidence in their gameplay, because LeBlanc is a champion that requires a lot of mechanical skill. And the split seconds between spell casts mean everything. That could cause you to mess up your R and get the wrong spell mimicked, or it could cause you to go back to the wrong W. There's a lot of little things with LeBlanc.
Yeah.
So just that little play right there, even though it didn't have a big effect, I definitely have confidence in Golden Glue's play now.
Could even cause X. Here we go. Goes
no
didn't
get that one, though. Never mind.
He walked backwards. He knew the range. Ziploc shows up. He's fine. Top lane trades coming through again. Jesse's actually starting to get on the losing end of this one. Wow, gets the Fury, gets a nice amount of harass, actually, and gets the health back up.
Yeah, definitely very close here. And again, Renekton starting with the Durance Blade, going very aggressive against Shyvana. We just saw that matchup in LCS. And Balls, I believe it was, on the Renekton. Made great use of his Durance start versus his Blade start versus the Shyvana. But this time around, it seems to go pretty even here.
And an early back from Renekton as well, so Jesse's going to miss out on some golden XP. Ziplock's actually chilling in the upper jungle as well. He's counter-juggling, stealing away one of the big golds.
He's waiting for Renekton to come back to lane.
Okay.
Renekton not quite the dive target that Mundo is early, though.
No.
Even with Pantheon, who can tank 2 tower hits probably with his passive, it's still pretty risky to go on Renekton early in the game. I mean, he's basically the strongest early game
when Renekton hits Ari, gains 300 health. Zen King coming down, damage on a support daddy, forcing him back, nothing here, doesn't have HP as well. So I'm back on a Zen King, no big deal. I was going to say, like, when Mundo ulti loses a quarter of his health, when Renekton ulti just gains 300, I feel like those are different targets. And there's less emphasis on removing a Renekton early. He tends to fall off compared to Mundo anyway.
Exactly. Now we're sitting here in the bottom lane for a while.
Yeah.
We will want to keep track of the experience levels. But even before they hit level 6, and they're definitely going to go for trades, there's still the possibility of landing one of those good CC chains, especially if there's a rotation from either jungler. So it still has the possibility of action before 6. It's just that once it does hit 6, you're almost guaranteed.
Well, level 6 gets gained by both top laners here. Bottom lane still both 5. Jungler's close to hitting... actually, Ziplock's behind. He's only 4. And by the time the buffs have started to respawn on the second rotation, normally I feel like you want to try to see your junglers hit 6. That tends to be like pretty doable.
Oh, yeah.
First buff gives you 6. And NK's the only person even close to that.
So NK... he's made good use of the wards that he purchased early, and his hard farm path is definitely working out. Talking about junglers hitting 6, Fiddlesticks is definitely on the same level of like Vi, where he would love to just farm his own jungle, don't bother me, I'm trying to work here, till he gets level 6. And then he's going to come, and you'll be very happy with the gank that he brings post 6.
Doran's ring
Let's
Spirit
get close.
Stone. Nice.
Playing a little game right there.
Exactly the right number of ticks there.
1 more second.
Alright, so Golden Glue's not going to miss anything here.
Oh, really, Freak?
Well, I mean, he's not going to, like, miss XP.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ranged minions.
And a cannon.
Let's see how he does here.
48. Let's see if he gets it. Oh! No! Golden Glue, you made me a liar. Wow, he missed, like, everything. What the heck? Golden Glue, come on.
Alright, well, he's got blue buff at least, so...
yeah,
regenerating his mana, and he is now post 6, so he can go for the all-ins on LeBlanc if he gets his Fiddlesticks into position. But you can tell both teams are worried about this mid lane because there's just a spattering of wards on both sides for both teams. And that really actually, usually you give the advantage to the first jungler who goes to gank, but in this case, it's a disadvantage.
That was more than NK Inc.
Because not only can they do things like that and make you lose your cooldowns, they can also counter gank you, and Fiddlesticks being counter ganked is probably the worst scenario that you can have.
Yeah, he dies pretty quick.
If you find him channeling, then he's, Pantheon's going to annihilate him. Golden Glue walking through a ward. As we talked about the spattering of wards in mid lane, they serve a dual purpose, both protecting it and containing both assassins. If I looking to get a trade-off from the Fog of War here. Good juke.
But, there we go. Chain. Not quite.
So a lot of misses here. A lot of air balls in the mid lane. Both teams. Fiddlesticks just with the walk-in here.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting to look for. How much can he get? Of course,
he's got a flash. He can go for the fear.
Oh, the fear's going to get landed. Do they have enough damage? Silence comes across. 1 extra bounce there. The drain gets him!
Flash drain. Woo! The flash drain from NK. He was angry about the missed ultimate there.
Yep.
Made him look silly because Samphira was able to bait him with his ward. showed him, you know, flash drain, baby. Here comes the Pantheon answer, though.
Ooh, good flash by support. Daddy and Ziploc doesn't find anything impactful. Stays a little bit too long. He's got a teammate, but he's getting low. Puts on the flash, goes down anyway. Counter engage now from Annie. Nothing here. Taking the pain. Do they get enough now on this one? Still chasing. Nothing picked up. It's going to be the death to impactful. The chase on a Zane King. Flash now under the turret. Do they have anything more?
Has no flash, so it's dangerous to go in, and he did not evolve wings. So if he goes for the kill, then he can't jump back out.
Yeah.
Now, it does afford them dragon control.
Okay.
So pretty decent for them. I like the pickup here because they didn't actually have to call their top laner down, even though Renekton did rotate. They're going to get a lot of damage on that top turret in answer for this dragon because Renekton was halfway down.
Yeah. Top turret under a little bit of pain, 70 to 76 in minions. A pretty close matchup there. One that Richie Rich is actually doing a decent job of.
Ooh, he's right on his tail here.
Alright.
Dragon form available.
I feel like he'll live. I feel like it's not too big of a problem this time around.
Yeah, he's going rush tank, Shyvana. He's not going for the Blade of the Ruined King.
Yeah.
Because, you know, against Renekton, if you do that, then he'll take advantage of your lack of power before you complete Blade of the Ruined King. The curve right there, while you're sitting on Cutlass and waiting for Blades upgrade is huge. You really lose out on a lot. So that would be a dangerous purchase for him. He's just going the static or standard Sunfire.
Okay, impactful. Can you get your team extra kill there? NK Inc. waiting in the wings does have Pro Storm.
No flash though.
Yeah, no flash for either of this duo lane. So Zane King, he does find the jump in.
Oh my god, baited again?
That was impressive.
They had no vision.
Nope.
Beautiful.
They guessed it.
That was beautiful.
What a read.
They back off there. So, pretty big win for COG without having to expend much down bottom.
Cooldown is lower, and now they know that there's not as much gank pressure from NK Inc. No flash, no Pro Storm. He's going to have to go kill his jungle some more.
Now sometimes, yeah, sorry, you want to actually take that hit so that you bait the team to come in because you got a Fiddlesticks waiting in the bush.
Worked out. I still got to say, good play, COG. I liked it a whole lot.
So, actually, I guess Leona's ultimate.
Pretty short, 75, I think.
Yeah, giving him vision too. Because there's a giant sunbeam coming down.
In the brush though.
Apparently, we got some.
Someone told you it did.
It does.
All right.
Genius.
Huh. Well, either way, COG come out pretty clean on that one. Made in the shade, maybe. I want to see what NK goes for next though. He hasn't bought in a long time. I want to see if he goes for like an Eagle's Large Rod or if he goes for Spectral Wraith. Wraith would cost 1,300 right now. And if he has that much money, he did recall. What's it gonna be? Spectral Wraith. Okay.
So early gold generation.
Yeah. So
I like that.
10 CDR, 50 AP right now. After he kills 15 big monsters, that increases to 80 AP. And that's the entire difference in stats. So we'll see where it goes.
Ziploc here. He's waiting to fly. Stretching his legs.
No
coming in.
That's a stun. They go for support, Daddy. Player to see season. Down goes Annie. Nothing here gets the kill credit. 1-0-1 on Sivir. Coming back now after a bad landing phase.
Slight lead there on the Leona ultimate as well from Zan King. Very well executed. They go for the guy. Now just flash. I guess both of them didn't have their flashes, so both valuable targets.
Yeah. Blue buff again to Golden Glue, and NK Inc. just chilling with Spectral Wraith, and that of course won't give him +2 AP, so he's losing out on ability power right now.
Done.
Oh, Renekton. Can he stay alive? Gonna dash over towards his live turret, and they're not gonna get anything for it. So in comes the jump back. Golden Glue's gonna pop ulti. This is not good though. Lots of CC gonna come in. Golden Glue gonna get turned into gold itself. Zamfir getting the kill credit. 1-1-0-99 CS.
Good collapse there from Cognitive. Yet they're still behind in gold, so they do have to be cautious here, and they do have to start turning those kills into some sort of objective. They need more gold out of it, and they're currently getting. And they are going up against, you know, Kha'Zix plus Fiddlesticks. It does have a really good potential team fight here from COMPLEXITY.RED. Good amount of AoE damage that they can pull off.
Yeah,
on the Stampede, they're able to land the anti-stun to set everything up.
I liked your Vash reference, by the way.
Yeah,
That was good.
I'm glad.
I laughed at the analyst desk. No one heard me. I was off stage, but I enjoyed it myself.
That's why I said it's that's a shortcut version if you
yeah.
if you get the follow out. He's gonna go for the stun, but it's not time to go yet.
No follow
Just
up.
warming him up.
No big deal. So Richie Rich, I wanted to point out something that happened about a minute ago. So Cognitive had a ward on NK Inc.'s red buff. And Richie Rich had just proxied the top lane wave between the two turrets.
Yeah.
And then they saw like NK Inc. start the buff. And like no one kind of rotated. Richie Rich just like finished his recall. And was like, you know what, we don't really want to make moves on you yet. They had the like potential to like kind of force the issue and do something really aggressive. And they were like, we'll wait for a while.
Interesting. Because I really liked the Shyvana plus Pantheon combo as a counter jungling combo.
Yeah.
Almost the scariest there. Lee Sin plus Shyvana also really high up there as far as annoying duos are concerned.
Yay, annoying.
NK coming in just for the lane pressure here.
Zenking
goes offensive.
Very big dive. NK on the half HP. Zenking low. Not going to be death for NK. He flashes away. Didn't quite need to. Ulti comes up into Zenking. No big deal on that one.
LeBlanc roaming in.
Ooh, this is a little bit scary, but they're running away. Seen by a ward. Zamfir looks like he won't find anything, and he'll go back to his own lane.
NK walks into lane for a little bit of lane pressure. Has to burn his flash. Flash on Fiddlesticks is extremely important. That was a giant win for Cognitive.
It was, and now they're going to push down towards the mid lane instead. They just recently had a good trade on Golden Glue, who was forced out, so that's a low health Kha'Zix. Just recalled. Towards losing more health. Will Cog care about him? Are they scared?
Yeah, it's pretty hard for him to go in. I mean, MK might have been able to set up on that side brush there to jump over, but look at all these deep wards. Cognitive are prepped. They know the easiest way to combat Fiddlesticks is getting vision on the entire map so that he has nowhere safe to channel his ulti from.
And when TSM fought against a jungle Kha'Zix, when that was Cloud9,
yeah, they just blew him up. Yeah,
they blew him up, and they got a blue trinket, but the dive in now on a Zamfir. Do they have the damage? Not quite enough. There comes Crows from Happy Birthday to nothing here, but Dragon's going to go over to the blue team, and now the jump in, they're going to trade back onto Pantheon. Impactful, low on health, flashes away from King. Will he stay alive? Richie Rich there. Impactful still running, and he's going to die to a Dragon Lady. Now to Novakeem. Richie Rich not in a good spot. Nothing here stays alive. Gonna trade kills back and forth. 3 for 2, but Dragon goes to Cognitive.
The carnage everywhere. They drop an extra kill, but they grab Dragon and they lose map control. Very, very close team fight. And they were the ones who started it off. It's going to be answered by a turret. Really, really even trade here. This is definitely a close game. Both of these teams,
yeah,
you know, they have so much in this third place match. It's not just a third place match. This is for not having to go through Challenger top 10 teams again. Okay, so the ult in from NK was able to get Sivir out of the fight. He doesn't kill her, but he got her out of it. And Kha'Zix jumping over the wall means that's 2 out of the fight. LeBlanc here going to be able to go answer that Kha'Zix, and they do actually find him because of the ward coverage. But man, is this close.
It was weird. The 2 deaths that COMPLEXITY.RED took were like overextensions in like the end of that fight. Golden Blue dove in, didn't find Sivir, and like Impactful like didn't realize Shyvana was coming for him, and like auto attacked like Leona for a while. It was kind of strange, but they do go 3 for 2. They got the mid lane turret back for it.
Golden Glue senses going off here. Too close.
Not Spidey senses. Wrong kind of bug goes down.
So when people kind of hover around bushes like that, it makes me think they know better. Because he almost backed off. Okay, here comes Pantheon, though, up top.
Walks back for a second, lands the double jump, rooted in place. Now can he stay alive? Another stun comes through. More burst. 500 health. Still going lower. Nope. Zamfira picks it up. Another one going away.
He did play that as well as he could have, though. As soon as he sees Pantheon ult, he steps 1/2 step back in order to get 2 charges from Slice and Dice, but it's just no reason he's going to be able to escape that with his life. And again, a roam from COG. They were able to capitalize on it. 3 members pushing onto the inhibitor turret, but there are defenders.
We'll see if they can get in here. Inhib turret, I should say, under fire. The flash in on the Golden Glue. Crowstorm shows up. What's he going to get? Fear onto Zamfira. Doesn't get a ton. Silence coming through the drain. Not going to be enough. Keeps Golden Glue alive, but nothing else.
And they got a huge cooldown for it. The dive definitely paying off there. Again, Cognitive are not letting up on this. As I was saying before, I mean, both these teams, this is not just a 3rd place match, but they won't have to climb the Challenger 5v5 ladder again to get back in. They get immediately seated in. A lot of extra time. Golden Glue gets a slow.
All right, Richie Rich forced the ulti. Not a huge cooldown, but you can see him saying, "This is my jungle. I didn't get ganks mid. That means I get to steal away the race."
Steal the race.
Yep.
All right.
To the Bjergsen style.
Keep your grubby little hands off, Richie Rich.
Yeah. You're rich enough. You have 140 minions. You don't need my gold. So here we go into this game. Complexity.RED. I'm glad that they're fashionably. They're the correct color for their team name.
Fiddlesticks is not a very fashionable guy. Oh, he's gonna run on the trap. His own trap. All right, doesn't care. It's hidden in the bush here.
Yeah, it's okay. We're good. It's not blind pick. We're good to go.
Wow, he's got his stun charged up. So Renekton actually has a stun down right now. That's a good opportunity for Shyvana to engage. You always want to keep track of those cooldowns that your lane opponent is using and engage when you have the favorable matchup there. Renekton, the stun being down is a huge part for him. So I like how Richie decided to take advantage of that.
Okay, well, Ziploc going again for the mid lane, but NK Inc. is around. They're going to engage, and he walks very far forward. Does not have Crowstorm available to silence and stun now onto Pantheon. Going to pick up support daddy. NK Inc. not in a good spot either. I don't think he should have joined that fight. Impactful.
Ziploc's back
a bit long. One more attack.
Ooh, the bait.
Can't find it and goes down. Mid lane picked off as well by Zamfira. 4 kills in the map.
They're starting to run away with this one here. The roaming from Cognitive. They're just taking the first step each time. Even though NK was prepped and ready, not able to answer. He didn't have his ultimate. Wasn't able to add any of the damage. It's Cognitive making the plays, and they need to shore that up with vision. After you get so much control, taking out mid and bot, you could just litter that blue side with wards.
And down goes
Jazzy.
Yep. 5 kills, no unanswered in the last 30 seconds or so. Cognitive starting to run away with this one. 5,000 gold lead.
We barely missed that mid.
Ooh.
And this was Zamfira able to get both chains.
It's a missed jump. He failed to jump over the wall, didn't go very far.
Face plant there.
Yep. It looked graceful, but just really short.
Because it was slow-mo?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
why
he went up really high, flapped his little wings.
So if you were an Olympic judge, what would you give that jump? And remember, he died for it, Freak.
Yeah, so that's like a 2 out of 10.
Okay, there you go.
It was graceful, but it was not very effective.
Okay. Anytime you die on a jump, probably they're going to take off points. So take note of that. Any future Olympians that are watching the
no
stream
fatal
here,
jumps, please.
You don't want to die in your jumps, because Freak will remove points.
Yep, I'm now the official Olympic judge for the Summer Olympics gymnastics.
Check.
We're good. Check. It's going to be me.
What kind of items we got here? Look at Zamfira. The reason he's been able to do this is, of course, the single target burst from his Deathfire, but he rushed Void Staff. So even though, you know, the primary targets that he's going for aren't building any magic resist, he actually has the option of killing Renekton now, even though Renekton has gone for it. And pretty much with him hogging all blue buffs, he's going to have decent cooldown reduction, and he's going to be spamming it on whoever is close to him.
Yeah, and this is interesting because I've seen LeBlanc builds evolve over time. So this is the original, I say original as of like 6 months ago build for LeBlanc. Like this is the standard bursty build. Yeah. People are now almost all maxing W. This it's like not even. It was cute for a while. People have evolved and said no, it's W now. And even without Athenes is still doing that.
I mean, it's a good story, but
yeah, there's going to be some fighting. Support Daddy trying to run away. Crowstorm does come through into the Baron pit. Look at the damage! They've picked up one so far. It's going to be the flash away. 1-for-1 impactful trying to run Golden Glue, putting a slowdown to help his team as Zamfira finds another. That's NK Inc. going down. Ziploc still on the chase. Golden Glue, he can jump to a minion and Q him. Yep, that'll do it.
Nice call.
Ziploc picks one up. Oh, nothing here. Trying to fight. Jesse goes down. Another good fight for Cognitive. 4-for-1.
Cool story, bro. 4 kills for Cog, and now they can go for the Baron without the threat of a Smite steal and a Fiddlesticks coming over the wall. I was going to say, it's very dangerous to go for a Baron versus a Fiddlesticks team because they can keep you in that Baron. But now it's going to be easy. So there's a jump over. They actually have Zamfira jump back into the pit. He should have not taken his second W there and just stayed up on the other side, maybe.
Yeah, and nothing here flashed over the wall. NK Inc. flashed to get in, and everyone ditched him.
There was a lot of hopping over there.
Yeah.
Hopscotch.
I mean, no one wanted a surprise party.
I guess a lot of people don't like surprise parties. I didn't know that, because I'm a pretty big fan.
Maybe it's just Fiddle. Maybe he's just a really unpopular dude. Like, he and Mimi should hang out. They're two of the only undead champions in the game. Kind of.
Mumu will take any friends he can get.
Yep. Even a Fiddlesticks?
Even a Fiddlesticks.
What about a Teemo?
I said any freak.
Okay.
Alright, they're going to take the dragon, though. It looks like there will be no answer here from Cog as far as kills go. But Richie Rich has a little bit of time by himself up at the top turret. He might be able to get some damage done, soften that sucker up.
See what he can find. He's going to actually recall. The minions will soften it up, but not too terribly much. And here comes the push now onto the mid lane. Easily picked up turret on this one. And now all 6 tier 1 and tier 2 turrets are down. Cognitive 25 minutes in only. Like, this is pretty rapid, everything considered.
Yeah. Ziploc's just cracking himself up over how well this is going with that Pantheon. And he's almost worked on that Black Cleaver. So, you know, Zamfira has already got his own spell penetration. Ziploc's going to be adding Armor Shred for everybody. You know, Sivir definitely going to be happy about that one. Resistances are not going to be a valuable purchase for Complexity because the penetration's been rushed so quickly from Cognitive.
Yeah.
Really hard for them to have an answer.
They're going to try Fear. Nothing here is going to go down right away, and the battle has begun. Man jump coming in soon. 1-for-1 so far. Backline support, Daddy taking some pain. Rich in the front line. Is going to go down to Ziploc. He's going to get locked up out of the turret, though, and trades that one back. Zamfira into the back line. Finds one more impactful. Trying to survive under his turret. Can he find Zamfira with this one? Some damage. Finds Zane King. Jesse's alive as well, and suddenly LeBlanc, the only one alive, can't dodge that one. Triple kill impactful. The Complexity.RED finds some life.
Cognitive get engaged on by the Fiddle, and they just turn forward. Like, both these teams only have one mode. They are just always go. Always attack, move forward. Okay, Fiddlesticks comes in, you're going to fear up our tank. Okay, we change directions, immediately reinitiate, Pantheon jumps in, everybody's going to go deep. He takes up the first turret, and he's trying to back out, but everybody else goes deep onto the support, taking him out. The chain doesn't land on impactful. It hits Jesse.
Oh, that
may have been the difference in life or death for that Caitlyn. But the world will never know. Looks like Sivir's coming in, wants a piece here on the hunt, but it's a red buff Sivir. I mean, a red buff Caitlyn.
Oh, who's going to have the damage? Q! Oh, doesn't dodge any of it. More crits come out from nothing here. He's a full item up, heck.
Better duck. I hate how Sivir gives away tips to the enemy team. It feels like, you know, when you're in a game and your laner starts typing in all chat, haha, jungler, I have a ward there, I can see you, don't gank me. I'm like, no! You fool! Don't tell them that we have a ward there, you're giving away free tips. Sivir does the same thing. She's like, yeah, duck, get out of the way of my boomerang blade.
You know, I think it's actually more of a taunt. So,
well, it's a taunt, but you're giving them, you're like teaching the enemy.
Well, no, think about it. So, think back to EU semifinals. When we had Tick, Trick, and Duck versus NIP, Tick, Trick, and Duck, well, actually, no, sorry, Nuke Duck was the better duck than Tick, Trick, and Duck. So they were saying that they were the better duck.
What in the hell does that have to do with Sivir?
Because Sivir's line is better duck.
Oh, wow!
Got it.
Come full circle. Okay.
Got it.
Duck,
Got it.
Duck, 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 and there's no goose. Where's Atlanta when you need him?
Not in the tournament, unfortunately. See where he goes from here. Cognitive looking to go back onto the aggressive. Onto the aggressive. Sure, we'll go with it.
Yep.
They're looking for the siege. 6 turrets still down. See what they're looking for here. They certainly are the team that feel like they're winning.
Yeah, and they've done a really good job of warding up the map so that Fiddlesticks can't get the engages on them from Fog of War. But the one place that's hard to ward is inside by those inhibitor turrets.
Sure.
And they don't want to make that mistake again, because that was a really good counter-initiate from Complexity.
Yeah.
Gave them a lot of momentum, and if they can pull that off again, then they'll jump right back into this game and they can actually start taking things outside on the map.
Well, I think that COG are playing the long con here. They have 4 pink wards in the upper jungle on the route to Baron.
Yep.
Those won't time out. They're like, all right, we know you won't have vision. We do. We'll wait till it respawns.
And they've got another pink ward, so everybody's bought one.
Yeah.
Everybody's pink ward has been purchased.
That's teamwork right there.
Zamfira has yet to place his, though. A little bit stingy.
That's fine. It looks pretty in the inventory. It's fashionable and it's colorful.
They also have, 3 of those sweepers. I like that. Both teams upgrading their sweepers. Only thing here, Complexity could change out one of their trinkets for the scrying orb. I know we talk these up a lot.
Yep.
Everybody likes to get them. But in the situation that you're running into 5 pink wards in your own jungle leading over to Baron,
Yeah.
you might consider just one person picking up a scrying orb,
Yeah.
going for that.
Well, I have 2 thoughts here as well. So one is that NK Inc. finished his Zonias. So we're talking about, vision and all that being important. Zonias got finished as of that last team fight that Complexity won.
Yeah.
So for the first time all game, NK Inc. can finally survive in a team fight and get his Crowstorm off, which I think is actually really important.
Assuming he doesn't get stunned by Pantheon or silenced by LeBlanc.
Well, that's up to him. Nice try. Didn't block it.
So it might seem like a douche move to try and make Nothing Here take that when he wasn't ready with a spell shield, but Sivir's got lifesteal.
Yeah.
So definitely want to make her take that instead, if you can.
That was nice. They pinged out that they knew the pink ward was there. The ward that these guys just killed, it was like they could have only seen that with the pink ward. So they know where one of them is, and then when Complexity has some map control, they can sweep that away. But Baron's up in a minute. These wards have not fallen yet, so Cognitive, no one's stopping them yet.
Now, they've got 15 seconds till Dragon respawn. They have the timer, so they can take that global gold, and then they have 2 options. Do we try and go for a dive? Or we can just try and bait around Dragon, not even wait for Baron bait.
Blue buff as well. Both teams knew it was up.
Sivir tries to chase him off, and
Gets
does
it.
successfully.
And Dragon as well, so Cognitive, they're playing a bit of a slower game here, but they're taking away a lot of the objectives. Baron's in 15, Dragon's theirs. One of the pink wards got swept away. CLR's getting something going here.
Alright, so right now, Cognitive really picking up all the pieces. They've got 5 more seconds till Baron. It looks like they are going to go for the option of Baron bait, because they have such a good team for catching Complexity.
Oh, yeah.
If Complexity overextend inside the jungle, on the hunt, plus LeBlanc, we've talked about the potential there. It's also on the hunt, plus Leona. Not only is her Solar Flare really long engaged, but once she gets sped up, she can land it with increased accuracy.
They're waiting around in the bottom of the lizard brush. Pantheon comes in.
Well,
they're
they got
going to
the
engage.
bait.
And King's going to get jumped. A nice flash over the wall. Ziploc does not find anything except for
Airball.
a trap. The jump in from Jezzy a bit by himself. But here comes Crowstorm. Finds Zamfira, and he is gone. There comes Ziploc, but Zonius is up. Lightning King's going to stay alive. Nothing Here does not get caught out. Golden Blue's going to look for it. He will pick up the kill there. This fight's going well. 2 for 1 so far. Zen King forced back. The Fear onto Richie Rich. Golden Blue forcing more jumps away. Richie Rich flashes over the wall. Still a 2 for 1. This fight is actually continuing right now. Remember that NK Inc. is alive. Does have some damage available. Ziploc finds a way in. Golden Glue gets 1. Does not get 2, but Ziploc trades the kills away. CLR is going to push down and get a turret for this.
This is great news for Complexity right now. They're able to spread out. See them avoid not only Pantheon ultimate, but the initiation from Zamfira. His first 2 spells, not able to hit either. Really spread out chaotic team fight, they were able to take advantage. NK able to channel right into Zamfira. That was just fortunate for him. He was not really expecting that one to go through. Gets the timely fear down onto the right target, not the clone. And then Zhonya's after the commitment from Pantheon. Zhonya's so effective against Pantheon because he has to 100% commit to you. He can't escape. And then he's stuck there inside the rest of your team. Gets taken down. Now here's Golden Glue. It's definitely worth going for that kill, even if you get answered. Because he has the chance of jumping right back out if he's quick enough, but it was answered quite well from Ziploc there.
There's one other thing I want to point out from that fight as well is nothing here at the last second put on barrier and immediately died to a single Q from Golden Glue. So he overkilled the barrier and still one-shotted him. And with Evolved Claws doing missing health damage, it's the one case you actually want to barrier early in a fight instead of late as an AD carry. Because you end up just getting one-shot regardless.
Yeah. The barrier does not count as health.
Nope. Nor does that. Goodbye.
Nor does that. No, he's got 0 health. He's dead. Here goes Pantheon initiate.
Admiral Ziploc looking for the damage onto Impactful. Into the back line goes Jesse, but it's a 5 versus 4. Jesse's going to basically take one for the team. Try to run away. Will die. Richie Rich gets the kill. The rest of the team does get out, but with that, it's a 5v3.
Fiddlesticks does not have flash, but he's got his ulti. So this is a pretty strong Baron baiting position for Cognitive. They know that NK is itching to come in for this one. And that's why they've still got 2 people outside the Baron pit waiting for him to make a move.
Team's going to back off. Golden Glue's going to run to the bottom lane and get some gold, and the rest of Complexity are just taking away their jungle. It's the best thing they can do at this time.
Yeah, just give that one up. Way too dangerous. Hey, look at Renekton right now. He's got one of those.
Yeah, he does. Hey, they know.
Too bad.
They know those 3 sweepers.
Too bad he's already dead. You're not going to help them out that much.
Come up from cooldown eventually.
Yeah, it will eventually.
I'm just saying.
All things come full circle.
I'm really good at this game. The cooldown will eventually come back. Thank you, John Madden. I could be wrong in this one. I'm going to do a did you know where I don't actually know.
That's just a question, freak.
Yeah. Kobe, did you know? I believe Scrying Orb is the only, so the blue trinket, because I forget all the full names of them, is the only trinket whose cooldown still goes down when you pay for the upgrade. I believe you can cast more of them if you pay for it. Whereas I know the lenses, the red trinkets, stay at 60 seconds.
Yeah, oh yeah, when you purchase the last upgrade.
When you purchase the last upgrade. The yellow ones stay at 120, or if you go to pink ward, it goes to 180, actually goes up. Blue ones I know used to go down. I don't remember if they still do.
Well, thank you for your did you guess. Renekton here on the other side of the wall. He's always looking to try and get in from the back line because he wants to lock down LeBlanc before she gets her chain of spells rolling.
Yeah.
Once Zamfira gets into the moat and he's got a target, he's so quick at casting everything into chain and kill that one person. They need Renekton on her early to just disrupt her combo. If he can do that, then they might be able to deal with the front line in time. Other than that, it's really hard here for Complexity. They've been doing a good job of keeping up these inhibitor turrets, though, and allowing them to regenerate.
Okay, let's see if they can get this now. Here we are, waiting in front of the wings. NK Inc. not visible.
They don't have
goes
the ward
in,
again.
finds the mirror. Nothing here is going to go down again. And here comes the dive on. And NK dies so freaking fast, though. 1 for 1. The kill still going through. Jesse drops down. Double kill. Golden Glue running away on the side. Impactful trying to find Richie Rich. Can he get away? Barriers up. Damage output. Not going to be enough. Support Daddy fighting Zamfira. Almost gets the kill. Golden Glue in a battle with Ziploc does not get that one either. Only Support Daddy is alive. 4 for 1 battle.
These are the most exciting fights.
Man, crazy.
Again, NK initiates. And Cognitive turned on the afterburners. They go straight at them. Everything ends in chaos.
Yep.
The only person to go down was Sivir, who was focused by all of Complexity. But man, is that a stylish win for Cognitive.
I gotta say though, NK Inc. didn't Zhonya's there. He died immediately, and you said it, right? Like, what if he gets bursted out?
Exactly.
And he did. Immediately blown up. Zhonya's would have been a huge difference in that fight right here. Lots of corpses on the ground. We see them right there. Silence comes out, a little bit of damage. NK not a good spot. Has to get the Zhonya's. That's nice. A little bit late. Goes down. Nexus turret's under fire. This is going to be game 1 going over to Cognitive. If they win one more game here... What? Hold on. They're battling. Taking damage. Nexus goes down. All right, it's bad to make sure.
Who got 25 gold?
I didn't see it either. Minions, maybe. Scumbag minions stole the money away. 50 gold, I believe, for the Nexus.
Oh, yeah. 50.
50.
I see. I never kill it, so...
Yeah, jungglers never deal any damage. It's all the AD carries.
I'm always dead.
The stylish way to do it, get the last bolt in the air, then recall.
I'm always just worried about where am I going to be in the end game picture. I'm not trying to kill the Nexus.
You want to look